My people lack ambition. I took it all.
My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to the Bazaar. It's time to go in again with Pygmalion. Our last two runs have not treated us exceptionally kind. That's okay. I can weather it. I'll come out ahead eventually. I'll learn more about the character and eventually conquer. For the moment, I gotta figure out if I want to take the textiles. Every 5 seconds it'll shield us for 30 and then heal us for equal to our shield. So I imagine heals us for 30 by default, but can scale significantly higher. The Jabalian Longbow, every 8 seconds do 60 damage, has a multicast of 2 and has an additional multicast if you have any more health than the enemy. And then Autobattler, which is every 10 seconds deal 40 damage. The item's cooldown is reduced by 1% for every 2 damage this has. So I've seen a fair few ways in the toolset of Pygmalion to upgrade the damage of an item over time. Weights, obviously, is an example of this. Grindstone is another example. Every 3 seconds, add 10 damage to the weapon to the left of this. There's a couple other examples. I'm not going to go through listing all of them. But not many things that I've seen in the Pygmalion set give huge damage to an item before the battle starts, which is where you really want Autobattler to be, so that it's firing off every couple seconds rather than every 10 seconds, which is exceptionally slow. By comparison point, the Jabalian Longbow could do 180 damage every 8 seconds versus 40 damage every 10 seconds on the Autobattler. So I'm going to be taking the Jabalian Longbow. I'm not really hoping to, stay in the Jabalian Longbow build forever or anything like that. This is largely about picking up a weapon that'll carry us through a few fights. Critical Protector, your shield items have 9% crit chance. Frontal Shielding, your leftmost shield item has plus 30 shield. Or First Responder, your leftmost heal item has plus 36 heal. I am going to want to pick up a shield or a heal item, so it's definitely going to be Frontal Shielding or First Responder. Should I give thought to what enemy I'm about to fight? If I had my druthers, I would fight Bananable, and then I would hope to get the tool, the duct tape tool, because duct tape says when you use an item adjacent to this, gain 5 shield rather. So that benefiting from frontal shielding, I think would probably be our best pickup. Invest in ourselves for a single income. The fact that Pygmalion has so many options for 2 income really invalidates that for me. I do like the idea of getting a medium item, just slotting in another medium item here, but it's up against the ability to get experience. That said, getting 1 experience from Greenheart, this feels like a relatively small option. This is a fun option when you have Bushel, as you can just put the Strange Mushroom in the Bushel, which increases the healing and shielding of Bushel by 10. Significant scaling for the Bushel early game, really cool. Do I want just 1 experience, or do I pick up a medium item now? Because all other experience options, like Deborah's, gives you the ability to pay 5 to get 2 experience. There's also the Abandoned Chest, which is 2 gold and 1 experience. I don't know if I want the Strange Mushroom. I'm going to go to middle and get a leftmost shielding. Yeah, I'm going to go to middle. Give me the ship, the model ship.
I'm pretty laid back.
There it is. Model ship. When you use an adjacent item, shield 10. Or rather, shield 40. I'm just going to take that and put that on board. There's also a dog here. Unfortunately. I'm not going to say that too loud, otherwise Huey's going to get jealous. And we've also got silk. I like the idea of having a buy and sell run and stuff like that. I just haven't found it especially effective in the early game. So I wonder if that's something that you need to veer into after you get the economy going rather than before. Okay, so we don't get Bananable, sadly, but my model ship is already serving the purpose of duct tape. I'm going to go for the Haunted Kimono. Also, I'm going to note, I now have up on the side screen, as has been referred to by the development team as a tool that they are looking into integrating into the game, a screen where I can look up what each individual enemy is going to have on their board, because at each day, they always have the same stuff. And also to see what each enchantment would give to each item. So instead of those being complete guesswork, or rather just rote memorization, now I'll have the ability to also look at a reference tool. I'll mention when I'm doing that. I will say though, I'm pretty sure Haunted Kimono, and I'm not going to check, I'm pretty sure Haunted Kimono has scrap armor, which when you sell it gives shield to an item, so we could scale up the model shield that way. Yeah, it's these. Scrap. When you sell this, your leftmost shield item gets +4 shield. So we're going to do 180 damage on our first strike and gain 120 shielding. So yeah, that's a pretty good... These items are going to carry us for a while.
You gotta know what you're fighting for.
Curios sells bronze tier junk items. It's also an eating contest for chocolate bars, where I'd probably just pick up 50 max HP, and a battlefield for a small weapon. I want experience most of all. I don't think I can afford to just buy and sell a bunch of bronze tier junk items, because I really want to go here with the ability to reroll. Is upgrading the damage of the Jabalian longbow at this point? It would get 3 times the upgrade, courtesy of the multicast at the moment. But also ensuring that I have more health than the enemy, courtesy of the eating contest, also seems like a pretty good idea. More health than the enemy gives the Jabalian longbow its real power. Yeah. And then the abandoned chest, thank you. I will be taking my 2 gold and 1 experience. I'll sell out entirely here before going into the fight with Shapu.
You do see these tusks, right?
Come on, don't have arms dealer and have bought a weapon. You have arms dealer and you have bought a weapon. So you have more health than me. How dare you? Wow. Oh, you're also going to slow me consistently. Thankfully, I gain a lot of shielding. The model ship scaling is real. And now I've got my triple cast online with the Jabalian longbow. That's really important. That's going to carry us across the line here. It's not important whether or not I take a prestige worth of damage in the earliest day. What's really important is whether or not I don't have to compete for another victory later in the game. So I'm pretty happy to capture this early victory.
You can learn. I can already see old treasures out of you.
Okay, income. 2 income. If you have property, you get more. Leadership, upgrade your leftmost weapon, getting the Jabalian longbow to gold. Personal trainer, spend all of your money, get 25 max HP per. Arms locker, another weapon, or shield amplifier. Your leftmost shield item gets 2 shield per level. I'm only really looking at leadership or investment here. Investment because we're so early in the game, and also because it will happen before the day rolls over, so I'll immediately get that 2 gold. Or upgrading the leftmost weapon. Let's actually use this example so I can tell you how much damage it would be gaining from this. The Jabalian longbow would go from 60 to 120 damage. Oh, that's really impactful. It doubles its damage. I don't think I can lose fights then. I probably still lose to Borea, though. How much do I really want to invest in the Jabalian longbow? I'm gonna continue investing in it. I'm gonna upgrade. There's an abandoned chest, sells weapons. I'm gonna go for the abandoned chest and the gold and experience, and now I'm really looking for a shop. Sells heal and regeneration skills, don't care about that. Middle sells medium items.
I'll help you find who does.
Booby trap, when you use a property, freeze an item for a second. I'd like to have that, but I don't have any properties. Safe, when you sell this, gain 3 spare change. Not relevant. Weights. When you heal at max health, charge this for a second, your weapons gain 5 damage and your heal gain 5 heal for the fight. Far too slow, we're really like large impact on the board rather than scaling and stuff. What we really want is something that activates commonly to put next to the model ship, just so that I can get more shielding while I'm waiting for the Jabalian longbow. Which, as it turns out, that item is going to be model ship. When you use an adjacent item, get 20 shield. Now it will. There's also flail here. Every 6 seconds, deal 5 damage. Multicast 3. So that's every 6 seconds, gain 150 shield. There's also an ATM here. When you buy this, gain 1 income. I do like just buying the ATM. I could put the ATM on the other side of the model ship, right? In which case, suddenly, the ATM gives me every 3 seconds, it gives me 60 block. Or 60 shield. It itself gives me 6, and it also donates another 54 from the model ship. However, that's 60 every 3 seconds versus... Oh, I did buy the flail, whoops. Versus every 6 seconds, getting 106. Yeah, okay, it's better to have the flail on board. Not only is it doing damage, it's also shielding me more. Can I defeat the Borea with this? Because it would be really huge if I could. The damage from the flail's not important. Honestly, yes. Yes, I think I can beat the Borea. I know this guy's overtuned. I know he's very powerful, but he's also got frontal shielding and scrap and the old sword, which is bugged at the moment, so it wouldn't really help me, but he's got a lot of stuff that's really good. My Jabalian Longbow's multi-strike is on board. I've already got the shielding to this. Yep. We did it. We got Borea. Woo!
Not all Jabalians are pacifists.
Red Gumball, when you sell this, your weapons gain +2 damage. That's not bad when you've got multiple multi-strike weapons on the board. Jungle Ruins. You find abandoned ruins in the jungle. I really like the idea of gaining more income again. And we can set up a tourist attraction as Pygmalion and do so. Landlord would give us 7 gold for each property we have. We could get gumballs or chocolates. Some max HP from personal trainer. I really don't want to use personal trainer to get my max HP. Shieldcraft. Upgrade your leftmost shield item. Get the model ship all the way to gold? Sure. It's probably only going to be... I was going to say probably only going to be another 10 to the shielding, but no, it's another 20. Model ship's really pulling its weight right now. Good work, bud. Thank you to everyone who's been telling me that you can right-click items. I apologize for the fact that I haven't been right-clicking items. This is so useful. I can't tell you how useful this will be in making the thumbnails. Also, there's information here. Thank you to everyone who was patiently telling me that. Curio sells bronze tier yonk items. There's also chocolate bars or a small tool. Again, I'm worried I'm not going to have the ability to buy and sell as many items as I would really want to take advantage of Curio. I do feel it's almost appropriate at this point for me to maybe pick up a free item or two, or maybe just some chocolate bars, keep my HP high. Yeah, it's time to keep my powder dry. I'm really well ahead of the game right now. That's what this is all in recognition of. So I should play safe. Let's go fight the Mumbo Jumbo.
My people believe in peace.
I imagine I could be killed by like a really good crit build, maybe? There's some crit in here. Not enough to kill me, I don't think, though. How long it takes for my flail or Jabalian longbow to fire off the first time is really concerning, and that's a reason to go to Curio to get the cooldown reduction feathers. Looking for spare change. I'm definitely not buying and selling 10 gumballs. I don't have enough items on board to really benefit from that. You want more distinct items on board, so it's giving its benefit to a bunch of different things, I think, when you're getting gumballs. Especially because the gumballs right now are very low level, so 1 additional damage to each of these, 1 additional shielding, none of that really matters. It's how quickly they activate, which is not activated by the gumballs. Kina sells non-weapon items. I could take a non-weapon item or two. Especially something that buffs the flail. Like, if I could get the grindstone, then suddenly the flail is also doing considerable damage. We have business card. Every time you visit a merchant, this gains 1 value. For every 5 merchants you visit, upgrade this. In 2 merchants' time, this would be worth it. Maybe it's an investment I make. Piggles and a bandage. I don't care about the bandage. Nor piggles. I'm going to take my reroll here. Cash register. At the start of each day, gain 3 spare change. It takes a while until that pays off, but why not play some economy in my hand right now? Why not? Succulents could replace the ATM. Every 3 seconds this is giving me 8. This would scale up. Succulents heals you 1 every 4 seconds and then permanently gains a heal, so it scales up. But still, it's every 4 seconds, it's 1 trigger of healing, and it's less consistent in this game, at least as far as I've seen, that you want a single large healing number than you want many small triggers of healing, because many small triggers of healing remove stacks of poison and burn. Whereas 1 single large stack, someone might even kill you with poison between the triggers of the succulents. All that said, I'm going to pick up the cash register. When you use an adjacent small item, said Marbles. If it wasn't small, I would take that and then wait to slot it in between the ATM and the flail, but it is. So I'll take the cash register and move on. Prospero sells economic items. I think it's time for more experience here. More experience in gold. Eccentric Etherite. Etherite is a really good enemy for me to be able to take down at this point because she has a bunch of shielding related items. I think I can beat her as well. She's also very powerful though. She gains a bunch of shielding and then eventually with the force field does damage equal to her shield to you. But as long as you can take her shield away actively, that's not a problem. I really need to get more max HP. Jabalian Longbow needs to be online much more of the time. It doing triple shot at the early part is really relevant, especially because it's just another trigger of the mole ship. Great. Oh, that's so good. Oh, gimme rigged at the start of each fight. Haste 2 items for 3 seconds. Gimme rigged.
Believe you'll win, and you'll win, but not against me.
Rigged, it didn't give me it. Goggles, small tool, every 7 seconds, shield for 30. When this gains haste, your items gain 4 crit chance for the fight. Capital gains! 2 income, if you have at least 25 gold, you get another shield item from shield up. Shield multiplier, your shield items gain 1 shield per level. Ooh, Shieldcraft, upgrade your leftmost shield item. Or Landlord for 7 gold per property we have. I think we're gonna upgrade and we're gonna get the model ship locked in.
That's quality.
When I use an adjacent item, I shield 114. That's a lot. Deborah Midsworth. So I do have the ability to put a large item on the board at this point, and a single large item that I really believe in would be a great addition to this board.
Society of Master Merchants welcomes you.
Rewards card. When you visit a merchant, this and the item to the left of this gain 1 value. Oh, that's not bad. That's a way for me to increase the value of things that I'm about to sell from my inventory. I'll often have spare change to use it with. What does this cost? This costs opportunity right now to reroll and find a big item that's silver and then buy it. I think that's a realistic enough cost.
That's how it's done.
Reward card is ready to trigger on the goggles. Let's re-roll here. I was really hoping for a single big item somewhere. Yo-yo, when you use an adjacent item, use this. That's definitely going to want to be in this build eventually, because model ship triggers off of every use of an adjacent item. So I will have a lot of things that have similar trigger conditions. And they'll be pretty good. So I'm going to take the yo-yo.
Happy to exploit you.
I'll also...
I mean, help you.
Happy to exploit. I mean, help. I'll also take the hatchet. When you buy this, gain a spare change.
That's how a master merchant makes a sale.
Because you buy it for 2 and you get 2 worth of value out of it. So I can sell it back for whatever I bought in. We're getting near to the end of the day. So that's when the cash register is going to spawn 3 spare change. Tossed Helm. 5 damage, 5 shield, multicast. Really? Do I want that? I don't think I want that. I'd buy and sell the absolute hell out of it if I had Arms Dealer. Arms Dealer would be a huge upgrade for us. I'd love to have that. As much as I want max HP, eating contest actually represents not that much max HP gain for us anymore, but also I don't have that much money on me at the moment. Hang on. I've got 2 things that really want me to go to a merchant. The rewards card and the business card. I can go and look at least.
Nothing tiny, nothing huge. All about moderation.
Cargo shorts. When you buy this, sell this, upgrade this, get 1 candy and 1 spare change. Cargo shorts sells for 4 after you buy it for 8, and then each of the spare changes sells for 2. So this just gives you 2 free candies, realistically, which is exactly how I'll treat it.
On Jabali, everyone has enough.
I mean, I'm immediately cashing in my rewards card. Sure.
Oh, delivery's free. I like the exercise.
There we go. Additional 2 damage to all of my weapons. And additional 2% crit chance to all of my items. I don't think it's time to buy a pinata. I don't really see the value in pinata. It seems so little. When you sell this, get 3 chocolate bars. I guess this is really good when your chocolate bars sell for money. Because otherwise this is, you know, spend 2 gold to get 30 max HP. Which is not a very good rate in this game. Alright, Easter. Let's go.
My dreams are too big for you to steal.
You can't steal my dreams. They're giant. Huge, gargantuan dreams. They weigh themselves down with the force of 10 suns. You couldn't possibly hope to move my dreams, traveler. My dreams are too strong for you. Care to lay down, save some time. Enemy's got Walter Cooler. Permanently gain 5 max health when you use an adjacent friend. Charge this for a second. I really, really want to get a Walter Cooler Easter run. Not Easter, sorry. Dooley is the name of the character. Easter is the name of the enemy in this instance. We're going to start needing some weapon scaling to really power through these fights. I think we're starting to peter out there. Ooh, small shield item sells large items in Pole, but Argenta. Argenta sells silver tier skills. Skills are really important. But Pole could serve Pig's Gym, and that would be one of the best pickups I could make at this point. It could sell Jabalian Drum. So Pig's Gym is every 5 seconds, give your weapons plus damage equal to the value of this, and it gains value when you buy weapons. So putting that on board would give me the ability to scale my yo-yo, my flail, my Jabalian longbow, all of them pretty ridiculously. I just replaced the goggles in the ATM. That would lock me in for a while, I'd start to lose fights, I imagine, when I'm starting to run up against people who are running ridiculous shielding builds, but I'd have a while to get there. Argenta would give us silver tier skills. I mean, there's a lot of silver tier skills that would be relevant to this character. But there's a lot that wouldn't be relevant either. And you can't re-roll in Argenta's shop. She sells specific skills, so you can't re-roll. I'm going to poll. I want Pig's Gym, please. Okay. Fixer Upper! Shield equal to this item's value at the start of each day. Upgrade this. I mean, it's not awful. Could I run it? Yeah, theoretically. Pig's Gym is not going to be purchasable if I reroll to get there, though. I've got gold. I can sell. Okay. There it is. Pig's Gym. Pig's Gym! Large property. Your weapons gain damage equal to this item's value for the fight. When you buy a weapon, this gains +1 value, and you gain +20 max HP. There's also Landscraper here. When you use an item, shield equal to this item's value. Which, realistically, that's really good. But also I have Model Ship kind of running the same build at the moment. And then Lemonade Stand, when you sell a small item, gain 10 max HP. How much money can I generate here? 12, and then another, oh boy. I think I buy the Lemonade Stand as well. When you sell a small item, gain 10 max HP. I think I keep this in my inventory, put Pig's Gym on the field, and now when I'm buying weapons, I get 20 max HP, and if it's a small item weapon, I sell it and get another 10 max HP. That's scaling my max HP for the sake of keeping the Jabalian Longbow active at the moment. But also it invests in Pig's Gym, also invests in my max HP. I think that's worth it. Which means I want to sell as few items as possible to pick up the Lemonade Stand first. Do I get rid of Cash Register? No, I can keep Cash Register. I think I do get rid of the business card. Because that's the smallest amount of items I can get rid of to pick up Lemonade Stand.
Money. What should I do with it?
And then I'm going to gain 50 max HP immediately. 60, make that. And pick up Pig's Gym. Yeah, I like this. I like this. I'm obviously going to need to buy some weapons for Pig's Gym to get in a position where I'm really, really, pleased about using it, but it's really good at the moment as well. Snack Time. 100 max HP just on offer. Versus the docks. Work at the docks to earn some coin. Ooh, that hurts. I actually do really want to earn some coin. Also, in earning some coin, that'll give me the ability to pick up from the shop a weapon, and in picking up that weapon, it will count as buying the weapon because I'm picking it up from the shop, so I'll get the max HP, and I might even get more. I only get the first trigger of it. Magic Carpet. Every 4 seconds, deal 2 damage, 12 damage rather. Crit chance is 20%. When you crit, it gains 12 damage to the fight. Flame Juggler. I shield a lot. I wouldn't be surprised if I can beat Flame Juggler. However, Flame Juggler is definitely not going to have any items that I'm interested in taking. Let's have a look at Retiree. Retiree, when you heal, your shield items gain 3 shields for the fight. Not really relevant to us. They have some spare change. They have a medkit, bushel. Outlands Dervish has Keen Eye for 6% crit chance on items. Also has some Clockwork Blades. It's just Flame Juggler has nothing that I care about. It's all burn items. So despite the fact that it comes with an extra experience and 2 extra gold, do I care about it? Or do I want an item that I might actually want? I'm going to go for Outlands Dervish here. Specifically because it has these items called the Clockwork Blades, which when you sell it, reduces your whole board's cooldown by 2%. Is that a bad idea? Maybe that's a bad idea. But really, my weakness is that I don't do my things fast enough. Let's go to the Outlands Dervish. So it's these ones, the Clockwork Blades, that I'm really looking to pick up the value from. I mean, I knew I was going to win the fight. Don't know why I was holding my breath like it was tense there.
You seem like a nice person. Maybe too nice.
Shoeblade, deal 30 damage, has a crit chance of 30. Probably not going on board. Handyman, 50 max HP for each tool you have. Shield amplifier for 10 more shields on the model ship. There's a heal item. Upgrade your leftmost shield item, which at the moment is nothing. And meditation, gain 2 experience. I'm going to go for meditation. I want to get as close as I can to level 5, because at level 5, you immediately get an option to just upgrade an item. It's just upgrade an item, whatever it is. Upgrade an item. Oh, it's a small non-weapon item. There's also the Mountain Pass. We could invest. Small and medium items being sold by Quixel at the moment. I have a lot of money right now. I think I should be buying and selling weapons.
You're huge. Do you have any huge?
That's 3 weapons.
Okay, now sell me something. Something huge.
And another weapon in the laser security system.
I only sell things so I can buy things. Huge things.
Not particularly interested in the bootstraps or the bandages. Bootstraps are of silver quality here. Every 50 gold you spend, upgrade a random item of a lower tier. And it has to be a lower tier than bootstraps. So you really want bootstraps to be a high tier if you're going to work with it. I guess, like, you know, when I turn level 5, which is that now? Did that already happen? What? I'm so confused. I could have Anyway, I could try and upgrade the bootstraps that way and then use it to propagate other upgrades, but I don't think that's particularly valuable here. Lemonade stand will give us some more max HP as I sell all these small items as well. So I went into that shop with 13, I came out with 6, and I increased my max HP by 80 with Pig's Gym and another 40 with Lemonade stand for 120. 120 for 7 gold? I don't love that rate either, but it's a little better. Battlefield, get a small weapon. Obviously, that's pretty good. Reginald. Oh, I get it. Heals and regen skills available there. I'm just going to get the brass knuckles, and I will sell them as well, gaining some max HP again. All right, Sayu. It's very easy to have more max HP than me for a Pygmalion. I don't think Vanessa is going to have more max HP than me. Yeah, you don't. Ooh. You're going to start taking my health pretty quickly, though. So yeah, Pig's Gym is now giving... What is it, 13? Yeah, 13 damage to all of our other items. Each time it activates, it's doing well. My board currently feels locked, and I don't like that, because there definitely have to be better things than this. Pig's Gym is a really good way to get my weapons to have additional damage. Model ship is really good shielding at the moment. Jabalian Longbow is starting to get to the end of the time I can have this on board, realistically. Same with the flail. Yo-Yo probably ends up staying just because it triggers enough times. And also, I want things that have multi-strike, and I want things that trigger multiple times for the sake of double dipping on Pig's Gym's damage that it's giving things. I'm worried that I'm currently committing to a build that is about to start falling apart. And I've got to I've got to stay sharp and ahead of that and make sure that just before it falls apart, I'm ready with a life raft. I'm going to head to Lost Crate and pick up my level. Okay, it's level 6, I guess. Yeah, it's when you level up after level 5. This is the ability to upgrade Pig's Gym, and I think I have to take it. It's more max HP, but also importantly, it increases the value we get when we buy a weapon. So now it gains 2 value, which is even more scaling in combat. Oh yeah, it sells weapons! Yep, that's definitely where we're going.
Few warriors live to retire. Buy my weapons, and you might.
I want as many weapons as you can give me. Spare change goes straight to the store. I will take the briefcase. When you sell this, you get 2 spare change and 2 gold. So it's free.
I prefer action.
And it even gives me more max HP courtesy of the lemonade stand. Golf clubs and pepper spray. I'll buy and sell pepper spray because it's a small item, so it's giving us 10 more max HP as well. But I don't think I'm going to do that to the golf clubs. Do I? No. Literally anything that scales Pig's Gym at this point. We are lifting.
Then come back and tell me.
It's Pig's Gym time. It's big Pig Gym hours. Beast of Burn, when you buy another item, this gains 10 damage. It seems like that and Pig's Gym would go into a similar build because you're buying things, but I don't think it does, actually. If anything, Regal Blade, maybe. Every 6 seconds, deal 10 damage. When you sell a weapon, this gains 10 damage. I'm going to buy the Regal Blade. I'll sell the Regal Blade eventually. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what goes on. And then I'm buying and selling the hatchet as well.
Make me proud.
Buy and sell Beast of Burden for 2 value on Pig's Gym. I'm going to do it.
Stillness. I prefer action.
Mod Squad. So, Mod Squad. You could give me, when you use a friend, your weapons gain +2 damage for the fight. You also have a bunch of friends on board. Infernal Envoy is obviously going to be a bunch of burn-related stuff. And in fact it is. And then Preening Duelist has a bunch of ammo-related things. I'm honestly, it doesn't matter for me here. So I'm just going to go for the experience, because I'm pretty sure I can conquer the Mod Squad. Charcoal. When you use another friend, this gains 1 burn for the fight. I do want to do a really friendly build, but this is not that one. Pig's Gym is now upgrading everything by, I believe, 29. Oh, 31 it is, actually. With every upgrade, which is very significant. It just needs to be faster. Middle sells medium items. Small weapon from the battlefield. Honestly, I think it's time to get a small weapon from the battlefield. I think I need to save up a little bit of money right now. Getting and selling a small weapon is A-okay by me. Kina would give us a non-weapon item. There's Hospital with a heal item, and then Pole, who sells large items. So this is my scaling package, this is my healing package, this is my damage. What's negotiable here? Right, what can I change? These 2 slots for Pig's Gym? So Flail and Yo-Yo both go away, giving model... So a lot of my scaling relevant from Pig's Gym suddenly disappears. What I really need is smaller items. Because my long game is really good, courtesy of the model shield. So if I had like a Halady here instead, which every 6 seconds has multicast 2, that would scale really well with Pig's Gym. I don't need the item to initially have a huge amount of damage. I just need it to be able to get there if I can defend myself. Kino sells non-weapon items. Hospital, get a healing. I'm going to go for the healing item. Just give me one. It's succulents, sure. Sell succulents, because after this fight I'm getting 3 spare change. I'm still confident I'm going to win this fight. Pretty confident. We're starting to get towards the point where... Oh, yikes. That's a big life-stealing cannon. And then the Sunlight Spear as well. When you heal, this gains 2 burn for the fight. Okay, never mind. The Jabalian longbow went off as according to plan. All is well. Maybe my game plan is literally just get as much max HP as I possibly can, so that I defeat my enemy before they can exhaust my health. Like, I don't want it to be that, but it could be. Get a tool, get some max HP, your leftmost heal item gets additional heal versus... it's definitely meditation here for 2 experience, I think. Bazaar Con. See all that the bazaar has... Oh! Alia sells weapons. Hello. There's a lady. Once? Twice? 3 times her lady. I'll definitely be taking you onto my board, thank you. Guess I've been winning too much. Her lady.
Go make some more stories, then come back and tell me.
So yeah, it does significantly less damage than Jabalian Longbow, but after the Pig's Gym has been used 2 times, you want a smaller item that is activating more commonly. Especially if I replace it with another attack on the board somewhere. I'll buy and sell Spiky Shield.
And when you carry my weapon, I fight alongside you.
Shield 5, deal damage equal to your shield. I'd love to use the Spiky Shield build, but I don't think this is the one. If instead of Pig's Gym I'd invested in Skyscraper and started to go off with as many triggers as possible to match the model ship, I could see that happening though. Deadly Double Whammy. So this already has a crit modifier on it, giving it 50% chance to crit. Deal damage equal to 10% of your health. Every 12 seconds. And it's got a 50% crit chance. So it's pretty reliably going to do 30% of your max health in damage to the enemy. It activates so slowly. 12 full seconds until the double deadly whammy happens. But it's currently representing just over 600 damage. I don't think Double Deadly Whammy and Pig's Gym ever exist on the same board. So am I doing many small weapons and scaling them with Pig's Gym, or am I Double Deadly Whammying my enemy in the face? Because the model ship has been as upgraded as it has and wants common triggers, I'm going to continue with my normal build rather than investing in this instead. Tusshelm, golf clubs, and slingshot. Definitely going to be buying and selling all of those. I'm happy to get rid of the Regal Blade as well. Every 6 seconds, deal 60 damage. I want to leave it there as long as I can, though.
Enjoy the thrill of battle. Well, you can.
Slingshot every 3 seconds, do 30 damage. Buy and sell golf clubs as well. Oh, I shouldn't have sold it yet. Ryukon sells weapon skills. It's possible that this guy has the weapon skill to end all weapon skills. Whoa, hang on. Flanking shots. The first time you use a large item each fight, Pig's Gym, adjacent weapons gain plus 30 damage to the fight. That's what Pig's Gym already is doing. I mean, do I want it to scale twice as fast immediately? Like, sure, that seems good. I mean, Yo-Yo wants to be on the board. Until I find another small weapon, I think I do keep the flail, because it's literally about amount of activations at the moment, rather than magnitude of activations. Which means Pig's Gym is only giving the additional damage to the Yo-Yo right now. Whoops. That's fine, that'll be fixed eventually. Let's take the flanking shots. Enclave Weeper versus Foreman versus Zookeeper. Because Enclave Weeper is poison. Yes, it's poison related. Very heavily poison related. Foreman, when you use a tool. Foreman has scrap, which could be useful to us. Perhaps. Zookeeper, when you use a friend, poison 1. I mean, that sounds great, but definitely not for this build. So it comes down to whether or not I want the additional experience by fighting the Enclave Weeper. Versus the chance of getting something related to shielding from the Foreman. I'm gonna go to the Foreman. Show me what you got, buddy. Crane. When you use an adjacent large item, this gains 30% damage for the fight. When you use an adjacent medium item, this gains 20% damage for the fight. I could see maybe use in that. Forklift, deal 50 damage to 4 each item to the left of this. Haste this and the items to the right for 2 seconds. Not so much. Obviously, scrap when you sell this. Give your leftmost shield item plus 12 shield. Love that. Would love to see that.
It's all about motivation. You gotta know what you're fighting for.
We got exactly what we wanted. Kev's Armory. Sells health, toughness, and shield items. Not really. Regenerative Tincture. Gain regeneration equal to stuff. No. Let's get rid of the scrap. Lemonade stand is now every 5 seconds heal for 124. I don't think that's that relevant when I'm already shielding. Kev's Armory gains. Sells health, toughness, and shield items. Health items can be pretty good. Some of these items can even be weapons. Which is obviously pretty nice for us. Eating contest, at least eating contest now with the lemonade stand is 100 max HP. For 0, actually, it's 100 max HP. Okay. I'm going to sell the cash register now because I need space. I'm going to go to the eating contest, pick up 5 chocolate bronze bars. Ooh. Shield amplifier, upgrades the leftmost shield item. 2 for each level. Landlord, 14 gold for my 2 properties. That's pretty good. Personal trainer, spend all of your gold and then gain 25 max HP for each gold spent. Get a weapon or get a tool. I'm going to go with Landlord. I'm picking up 14 gold here. JJ sells items. We could work at the docks.
Come on in.
Show me some weapons, JJ. Masterpiece. At the start of each hour, this gains 1 value. I could just keep that in my inventory until it scales high enough. I'd have to sell her lady, though. No, I wouldn't, because I sold the cash register, so I have space. Never mind. I'm going to buy the masterpiece.
You're busy. Enjoy your purchase.
Ooh, there's the cargo shorts again. I do love the cargo shorts. When you buy this, sell this, upgrade this, gain 1 candy, 1 spare change. So it's just free spare change. Shipment. When you sell this, gain 3 small items from any hero. This item has no base value. I like that, but am I gold enough ahead to just take an item that has speculative value like that? I'm not certain. Pinata. For 2 gold, this will give me 60 max HP. That's worth it. I could buy and sell shipment, picking up 3 items from different heroes at this point. Things that are fast would be lovely, things that activate quite quickly and are quite small, things that scale better based off of damage. I don't think those are reliable enough to just spend a bunch of money on and hope that it works. Masterpiece. You gotta get a lot more valuable, buddy.
My dreams are too
We're up against Feezy. Is beating them feasible? Let's see.
noticed.
Your healing items have plus 30 heal. They have Vineyard. They have the Washi Wally Bird, Succulents, Weights on the board. They've got bandages and the Golf Club. I'm dead. I have a lot of max HP. That's really what I'm bringing into this fight. A big number next to my max HP. The only thing is I'm not well, I am scaling. Actually. Thank you very much. I'm scaling pretty well, actually. Hang on. Yeah, that'll get him. That'll get him with the yo-yo going off 3 times next to the flail going off 3 times. That'll do it.
No hard feelings, right?
I didn't think I could overcome a build like that. I'm very glad to see it. Snack time. 25 max HP for each level. That's 200 max HP versus the 100 I could get from Eating Contest. Bakun sells medium and large items. I do want Pig's Gym again. But I need to save money for something that sells weapons consistently. I'm going to take the max HP from Snack Time. I think that's really good. Ooh, Elder Tascari sells skills unique to Pygmalion. Please, arms dealer. Make me an arms dealer. Critical investments. Your properties have 8% crit chance. There's also strong arm. Your weapons have additional damage equal to your income. And prime real estate. When you use a property, adjacent items gain 5 crit chance for the fight. I'm going to want prime real estate eventually because I have Pig's Gym and the flanking shots. So I will take prime real estate, but I don't think I use it yet. Okay. Every video that I don't attack the thug, I get a comment from the same dude asking me to attack the thug instead. Why? It is time to learn. What can the thug do? The thug has a skill called Bonk. Enemy cooldowns are increased by 1 second. They have a lot of reasonable items here, including items that you can sell to increase damage of other items. Yeah, I mean, they've got some stuff going on for them. Why would I not fight the Treasure Turtle, who has your shield items get plus 12 shield, first time you lose half health each fight, get stuff. This can also give me the Genie Lamp, going up against the turtle. Enemy cooldowns increased by 1 second from Bonk would be ridiculous. Like, that immediately shuts down enemies. Full enemies get shut down by that. They also have a Thieves Guild medallion. When you sell this, gain access to the Thieves Guild, and I've never seen that. You know what? Fine. What do you do, thug? Show me what you do. I want to see what you have got. Also got these 2 toxic items, Toxic Brass Knuckles and Toxic Concealed Dagger. Not really items I would upgrade with Toxic personally. We get a small weapon there, which is fine. I don't really want it, and I will be selling it. Every 8 seconds, and it deals double damage. Is there a world where it's time to do this? It gets another weapon on the board compared to Flail. Though this weapon is activating as commonly as Flail, but obviously 1 less for shielding's sake. Toxic Brass Knuckles says it does double damage. Pig's Gym does give it 45 damage, so that would be 90 damage each cycle. I'm gonna give it a chance. Fortis sells shield skills. Shield items have plus shield for each 3 gold you have. Eh. Medium shield items have 18 additional shield. Fine. Rightmost shield item has plus 15. Eh. First time you use a large item each fight. Yep. Standardized defenses represents the most that I can get there. 2 income. If you have at least 25 gold, gain an additional 2 income. I'm going to sell a masterpiece. And wouldn't you believe it, I got 25 gold now. So I'm going to gain 4 income. Hef sells burn items. So this border would lead you to believe that this enemy is going to be selling enchanted items. That is to say, they can sell normal items that are enchanted with burn. Burn doesn't really fit into my build at all, though, so I don't think it matters to me that he can do that. I legitimately think I go to the docks and just work for... Sells burn items. There's not even a burn sub-theme to this character. They'd just be hideously expensive and do a very small amount of burn. I'm gonna go to the docks, work for a weapon. Clarence? Oh, look at that jaunty little guy. He's a medium weapon friend. Every 5 seconds he deals 10 damage. When you use a friend, it gains 10 damage for the fight. Not really my archetype at the moment, unfortunately, but, you know. Orange, mister?
You do see these tusks, right?
Sorry for a fight, buddy. Oh, this one's an arms dealer. And they've got the vineyards, and they've got the weights. And they've got the yo-yo and the Iwashi Wally bird. Yeah, they're going off. They've even got a snow globe to freeze some of my stuff. Their kukri is scaling very high. I have to sadly report. They're demonstrating more max HP than me on board. Yeah. We're now at the point where I'm going to start just losing to these builds. Specifically with Iwashi, the vineyard, and weights,
And I still lost.
there's not a huge amount I can do against them without completely changing the build. Which, there is a good argument to be like, well, if you can't beat the people that are at the end, completely change your build. I'm trying to find where that change would be. Obviously, you tried to represent a little bit of it in the change of additional weapons here. Paul, you sell some large items. You could sell another Pig's Gym, which would be handy.
Hello, little sentient.
Yeah, I was wondering if I'd take Jabalian Drum. When you use a weapon, your weapons gain 1 damage for the fight. So when you use any weapon, all of your weapons gain 1 damage for the fight. When you use a weapon, also haste it for a second. So specifically, this would give me the ability to beat the speed, right? So basically, eventually Jabalian Drum, especially with all of the things that have multicast, would say all of your weapons have half cooldown, right? That's the goal. And those things going off fast enough would give additional scaling to the model ship. Obviously, those things attacking don't need to do a huge amount of damage initially because they scale up over time with the Jabalian Drum. I like the idea of taking this and scaling it up. It's going to be difficult.
Your coins are like dust in my palm, but thank you.
Ooh, Lemonade Stand, upgrade that so we're getting additional max HP out of small items. There's also Hogwash. When you heal, gain 15 max HP for the fight, which I'm not interested in. I will upgrade the Lemonade Stand. Keep that in my inventory. And here's the thing. When you use a weapon, haste it. I feel like I need to upgrade the Jabalian Drum and then put it on field. And I will have the opportunity to do something like that, because thankfully, Pig's Gym, while it accrues all of this value, which also then gives it the ability to buff other weapons, it also accrues the ability to sell and pivot out of the build with Pig's Gym. As it gets more powerful, it also becomes a more valuable item to sell and start putting other items on the board. But I don't think with +1 damage scaling at the moment with the Jabalian Drum is enough. I think what we really need to be looking for here is at least 2. I really want the upgrade on this item. Quixel sells medium and small items. Middle sells medium items. Study for an experience. I'll look at Quixel.
Everyone here is huge. It's terrifying.
There's a rewards card. Dragon Tooth. At the start of each fight with the Dragon Tooth, spend 3 gold and your weapons permanently gain 5 damage. I think it's way too late for as little as 5 damage each fight. Ringo Blade. I mean, I do want to buy and sell weapons, but do I want to buy and sell the most expensive weapons? It's spending 8 gold for 100 max HP right now. 8 gold for 100 max HP. That's pretty bad. Deed. When you sell a large item, this gains 2 sell value. Your items have double value in combat. There's Booby Trap and then Bootstraps. I'm not going to be taking any of those, thank you.
Unveil rhyme?
Wandering Shore versus the Oasis Guardian. I'm going to go up against the Shoal. This is an experience and health choice. When you slow, charge an item for 1 second via Thick Hide or Improved Toxins. Neither of those is really going to be that relevant to me. There's a world where I could include some more slowing into the build, and Thick Hide is a very good reason to do so. When you slow, charge an item for a second. So don't even haste it. Charge it. Immediately give it that. Electric Eels I could see myself putting on the board as well.
Like a nice person.
Amber.
Maybe too nice.
Every 5 seconds, slow 2 items for 3 seconds. And your other slow items also have +1 slow. I'll keep that as long as I can, but it's probably not going to be relevant. Oof. This is really not what I want. The leftmost heal item has additional healing. No. Upgrade your leftmost shield item. No. Max HP, 0 max HP. 2 loot items. If you have a friend, gain some additional. I have no friends. I'm gonna meditate. Do experience, thanks. Bakun sells medium and large items. That could still be our ability to pick up another Jabalian Drum, which I would love to see.
As a GSM
Or
and
Pig's
master
Gym,
merchant,
still.
I can, sell you things.
The fact that the Pinata sells for 0? Is this meant to be the case? Because I think the bronze Pinata sells for 2. So I think the silver Pinata should be selling for 8, in which case this would be much more reasonable. But buying it and selling it for full 8 gold and getting nothing out of it except 3 chocolate bars, not worth it. Snow Globe. +1 multicast for each adjacent property. That's also really good because it freezes an item for 2 seconds and it would give adjacent properties 5% crit chance. Snow Globe could be fun, but it's not this build, I don't think. There's Grindstone. Silver tier Grindstone. Every 3 seconds, give the weapon to the left of this +10 damage to the fight. We're so far past that with Pig's Gym at this point, but still, it's good to see it. We could fight a monster. We could get a small weapon. Or we could sell small, or buy small items rather from Andy. I think I fight. I just don't think small damage is small items that. Ooh, Gatling gun, katana. Laser pistol fires every 5 seconds, and pulse rifle, cybersecurity. This enemy actually has a couple things I would be interested in. Sharpened steel. When you use a weapon, adjacent items get 8% crit chance for the fight. I gotta say, the toxic brass knuckles are scaling higher than I thought they would.
Not all Jabalians are pacifists.
Cybersecurity. Every 12 seconds, deal 20 damage for each weapon you have. Deals triple damage if it's your only friend. Yeah, but... yeah, but... it's not like it's good. Every 12 seconds, it attacks once. It deals triple damage if it's your only friend. So, putting Halady and Yo-Yo on the field instead. Halady activates, let's say, 3 times every 10 seconds, 3-ish times every 10 seconds, causing Yo-Yo to activate 3 times every 10 seconds, as well as its own base 1 time. So that's 7 individual triggers. 3 triggers of... Actually, I should be doing this every 12 seconds with cybersecurity. So Halady activates 4 times, Yo-Yo activates 1.5 times by itself, but another 4 times from the Halady, for a total of 9.5 times. 4 of those carry shielding from model ship. So 9.5 times the value of Pig's Gym, will round Pig's Gym value to 50, is 475 damage every 12 seconds? But this also activates 2 times over the course of that, so it's actually more. And then cybersecurity compares to that. It will gain 90 damage immediately, and it gets 150 each time from Pig's Gym, so it gets another 390. So they're not too far apart from each other in terms of damage per second. But this build gets significantly more shielding out of the model ship, and that's what's going to be important at this point. All right. Time to go. What's up, Zine? Have I lost a fight yet? I have. Yeah. That was on day 7. Oh, yep. Similar build as this, actually. Washy Wally, but when your enemy uses an item, use a Busy Bees. Right, so that's just more activations of the vineyard. Got it. I gotta say, if this build does everything great and then gets to the end and just dies to vineyard, I think it's totally reasonable if I'm a little sad about that. I'm gonna upgrade the Jabalian Drum. It's now doing the damage and haste that I wanted it to. I think it's time to put the Jabalian Drum on board. So small items, regen. Oh, I think I go for the small items.
You've just taken the first step toward good taste.
Let's get rid of the cybersecurity. The model ship needs to stay on board every 6 seconds. I honestly think I overwrite the Jabalian Longbow with the flail now. Our damage doesn't matter. Our scaling matters at this point. And the flail activates Jabalian 3 times, giving it 6 seconds of haste. It also activates the model ship 3 times. I think it's time to get rid of the Jabalian Longbow. It very quickly gets outscaled by Yo-Yo even. I'm still buying and selling small weapons.
I think that suits you beautifully.
Ooh, Signet Ring. At the start of each hour, gain 20 max HP and you have 2 income.
Remember,
2 additional income, that
diamonds
is.
come in small boxes.
Business card and signet ring.
Tell
I'm gonna take
everyone
both.
You got it here.
Kev's Armory sells health, toughness, and shield items. Battlefield for a small weapon. Health, toughness, and shield items. None of those are related to the Jabalian drum. Health, toughness, and shield. Health, toughness, and shield. I think it's going to be difficult to get anything relevant out of Kev's Armory. Honestly, Battlefield for a small weapon that gives me 50 max HP and then another 20 max HP when I sell it, as well as might be a weapon, versus eating contest where I can only even pick up 2 things at the moment, I'm going to take the small weapon. Gavel! Every 8 seconds, deal 500 damage to the player with less health. Still doesn't scale well enough, to be honest. Ferris can. Yes, you're the one with the sniper rifle. If you have only one weapon, it deals triple damage, and its cooldown is increased by 50%. Very cool, but I can't take that. There's also, however, here, Enclave Revenant, which is a poison build. I suspect I'm powerful enough to take down that poison build, and I would like all of your experience. Yeah, the amount of time it takes me to get into the fray is the real problem. My damage is scaling up. It's obviously significantly slower than it used to be. It doesn't spike as high as it used to. I'm getting a lot more shielding, though. I like the shielding.
I've come too far to let you stop me.
Dang. Shadowed Cloak. When you use the item to the right of this, haste it for 3 seconds. If it's a weapon, it also gains 3 damage with the fight. It's like a Jabalian longbow, Jabalian drum, but if it only affected 1 item. Oh, baby.
Move some inventory.
It's Valiant. Kina sells non-weapon items. Jay sells items. I kind of want to go Jay because I want to upgrade Jabalian drum, but I also want to have a chance to upgrade all of the other stuff, which Jay has a chance to upgrade, whereas Kina can only upgrade the Jabalian drum really for me. I think it's time to get rid of Lemonade Stand. I've enjoyed as much max HP as it's given me, but it's significantly slower than Pig's Gym in terms of doing that. Well, no, Pig's Gym requires weapons. Lemonade Stand doesn't. And I do need to get rid of Pig's Gym at some point. And I am just about to get a bunch of small items. Alright. Goodbye, Pig's Gym.
Do you have to leave already?
Oh, I should have bought and sold cargo bands in the other one first. Whoops. Okay. Yeah, because right now, these don't give me 100 max HP to buy and sell. Whoops. Whoops. My bad. Hogwash when you heal. Additional max HP. There's a gavel. There's a silk. Not interested in any of these. Thank you. We've leveled up yet again. Personal trainer. Spend all of your gold, then gain 25 max HP for each gold spent. And that would be 2,875. You know what? Let's get jacked. I'm going to go to the Shrouded Figure. Do I dare risk some coin? Absolutely not. Please give me 5 to 10 wealth. They gave me 5. Yeah, fair enough.
I should warn you.
We're up against Dooley by the name of Bloodflower. It's a Armadillo build. When you take damage, shield equal to 50% of the damage dealt. Oh, that's going to trigger the Armadillo constantly, which says when you shield, deal damage equal to the Armadillo's shield. The enemy's also scaling up the value of their armadillo over time with the armored core, giving shield items to the right of it plus 20 shield for the fight. I don't shield outside of my model ship, and I'm not... Oh boy. I'm not fast enough right now. Oh no. Yep. Yeah, I'm getting taken down. Woof. That'll be our prestige hit as well. Yikes. Free diamond tier item, 20 gold and 5 experience. I'm gonna go for the random enchantment location because I've got 2 really good trigger conditions for enchantment. We've got the model ship and we've got the Jabalian drum. Mirkwood Bayou. Enchant with a poison effect. So, I imagine it's Jabalian Drum that I want to upgrade with this. Jabalian Drum, poison. When you use a weapon, poison 3. Cool. Versus model ship, which I imagine says when you use an adjacent item, poison 3. Yeah, they're all weapons. So I'll be poisoning with that, thank you. Now it is only 3 poison though.
This pork roast's almost done.
Middle hospital. I'm gonna go to Nufu, who sells skills. I'm really looking for something to help tie my build together.
You have great potential.
When you win a fight against a player, gain 5 gold. When you use a property, adjacent item. This property is never used, unfortunately. First time you use a large item each fight, which doesn't happen. Red envelope. When you buy this, gain 10 gold. Yikes. I'm probably looking to reroll here. I'm looking for something weapon related, especially. The thing is, arbitrage only works if I win the next fight. And even then, I have to win 5 fights before it pays back its amount. At which point I will have also won the game by that point. So, Brawler, gain 200 max HP for each weapon you have. That's 800. That's not that bad. Sharp corners. When you shield, your weapons gain 20 damage to the fight. That's perfect. That's exactly what we want. Now the flail and the halati are going to upgrade all of our weapons a decent amount. That's going to help our scaling speed very significantly. I'm going to go to Jules Cafe for a temporary boost, and I'm going to pick up 25 additional damage to all of my weapons for the day. This is literally just so I can try and make sure that I get through to a 7th victory, because a 7th victory is a 2nd chest, and I would love to have a 2nd chest. Sparring partner. So this is an enemy that you fight, and then you just fight it as many times as you can. And you get more gold for each version of it you manage to pound into the dirt. Am I going to scale high enough to do it fast enough, though? There's also Lord Arkan here. Lord Arkan, what can you have? Because that could be relevant. That could be relevant. Relevant, in fact. Lord Arkan. Oh, Lord Arkan has your medium weapons do 60 extra damage. They have Gatling guns. They have Unwavering when you use an item shield 40. Yeah, it's gonna be fine, Lord Arkan. So they're very threatening with the Eclipse. When you use an item, deal 170 damage. And it will use all other items when it's activated. Oh god, I do win this fight, don't I? Yes, I do. Okay, I was scared. I evidently needed to be.
It's all about motivation. You gotta know what you're fighting for.
Yeah, that's exactly the kind of thing we're looking for. Gatling gun. Every 4 seconds it deals 20 damage and reduces its cooldown by 20% for the fight. Your leftmost shield item gains 2 shield per level. Ooh, 10% max HP for another 935. I love it. Gatling gun will very quickly fire every single second, is the thing. So it is going to want yo-yo next to it. Because it'll have the most triggers. Sells tools, snack time, max HP. I'm going to go for the experience from Deborah. Fortis has some shield skills he's willing to sell us. When you use a property, something, 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 something. I don't use properties, so I just... When you use a property, your weapons gain 5 damage and your shield items gain 5 shield for the fight. Standardized increases the medium shield item another 18. That's cool. Heavy metal, your shield items rather have plus shield equal to triple your level, which would be 39. And another 20 from frontal shielding. I'm going to sell the lemonade stand. And take heavy metal. Let's do this.
My dreams are too big for you to steal.
So the first activation of Gatling Gun happens in... Oh god, this is a really bad build for me. It's just... A lot of these items have ammo, and then they trigger other items, like the repeater. So my, health is going to disappear immediately. Come on, the Gatling Gun was perfect for this build! Literally, the Gatling Gun hadn't gone off once yet, and I was already dead. How could I have made that faster? My first 4 seconds didn't occur. I mean, you know, additional shielding in some way that pre-shields me before the fight even starts. Freeze, I guess. Realistically, it came down more to the fact that the enemy had the ability to burst me with a bunch of damage immediately. And I did not. Alas, that'll happen. I really wish the Gatling Gun was capable of showing its value there. Oh my god, it could have been so good. The Jabalian drum, though. I still wait to see you at your full value on another day. Oh, hang on. That's not going to show properly. Never mind. We'll jump out of that screen and shamefully collect our single chest. Well, I say shamefully. What? The previous episode didn't even have a single chest. One before that, I don't think had a chest either. This is 100% more chests than we got in the previous runs. Where are we going? Collection. And I'll open it at the end of the episode here as per my plan. What you got in, buddy? Ooh, I've never even seen that item. Oh, it's a card back. Sick. I might even start using that in the next episode, but until then, let me say that my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been The Bazaar. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. There's the playlist on the left with all of my content on this game, past, present, and future. YouTube recommendations down below. Streaming past the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/Rhapsody Plays. And I'm above the thank tier, and a special thanks this episode to Kimaru. Hopefully you all have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.